it was just a lucky guess. So someone is literally in this energy of, how would they know this? Well, I'm going to challenge it and get them to elaborate on something. There's literally a conversation going on at this time. Okay. Something about earlier today or yesterday or probably later today around 1300 military time, 1 p.m. So 1300 is very prevalent about a situation or someone's trying to document something. Okay. The tools of what it is, rhetorically thinking, to further a particular argument to be seen as something being dishonest or disingenuous. So someone wanted to perceive the situation as such. This is also someone wanting some that felt someone wasn't not prepared to use particular terms or know what terms that they were speaking on whenever they prepared something to be able to create a countersuit. Felt as if someone wouldn't have enough verbiage or capability to articulate for something to go a particular way to for the countersuit. And someone may be like, look, in this pursuit, we're going to have to let it go because the countersuit is just the way that something has to go. The defense against the dark arts of the situation. Someone's argument is getting weaker at this time. It's nothing that I feel like somebody could be representing some people, and it's just like it ain't. It's like even if this is somebody that's accustomed to make it, they can make an argument seem strong. This is somebody that I already know for a fucking fact. Like I don't know if like the more information somebody keep coming up with or finding or discovering at this time, it's like somebody is literally like, yeah, even if I wanted to come up with strong, there ain't nothing to come up with this, right? This is like somebody literally seeing that even if the argument was going to be what it is, there's no way to make it strong. Because it's like, yeah, they may not be principled or barred in to do this to know exactly the words to say for this part, but it's just like, as far as something is going, there's no trick in this situation, inside or out of the legal situation. This is also someone hoping to prey on someone's capability, sloppy thinking, or passive acceptance of certain things happening or how it occurred. So someone could have been looking in hopes to coerce something to be a particular way. The critical thinking and tough questioning, is it really so? Is it, how do you know? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, is it really so like that? How you really know? But it's like somebody knows for a fact what everything that I've been saying is facts, confirmation. Can reveal and contradict any of the, either, the tactics. So someone is knowing that they can build something very strong. And it's like also someone is seeing a situation. It's like this person, confirmation, somebody knows something could be rebutted. And then it's like in this situation as well, it's like someone's like, even with whatever it is that someone wants to present, it's like somebody's looking at this situation like, look, even if I wanted to make this shit to be strong, ain't, and it's somebody looking at some shit like, somebody could be like not stressed but frustrated because it's like the argument is not even a fucking argument. It's one of those, they know what the fuck they know. Because it's like even with the reveal and trying to contradict something and try to trick someone to say something or thinking what that it's not, somebody knows it's not. Like the logic, scientific methods, statistical analytics and stuff like that. It's just like When you can have the, like, you can formulate what it is that you're talking about. This, you can use scientific methods, like scientifically proving something. You can statistically prove it. Somebody, I know in my situation, like, I can formulate what it is logically about making sense. Scientifically, it can be proven. Statistically, it can be proven. And it's all like informal defenses, especially in court cases. And it's like, there's no way to rhetorically make this something to flip, to be something that it's not. And it's like, ain't no way to be like cast reasonable doubt for that person's argument. So it relies on an era of compensation, of composition, era of composition, incorrect inference, a part of the whole, but it can be persuasive. So someone know they're not going to be able to persuade something in a particular way. Observe the argument about facts and the arguments about the law. Where the asserted predicate does not indicate the desired conclusion, but speaker acts as though it does. Therefore, several other rhetorical tricks identified will be understood as non-squatters. The advocate argues that because something is covered in a contract, all similar terms should be covered, right? So if a lease contract prohibits a leasing from keeping dogs, cats on the leasehold, it does not follow that the snakes are forbidden. So if this situation say that this person is not supposed to be excused from whatever it is in this court document from land, property, or finances, that will require that this part of the legal term is not excused. You see, somebody literally will get to a point where they will recuse themselves off of this fucking case off the strength, because it's like, it's even a judge sitting there like, the non-squatter, like, that doesn't follow what this says XYZ, right? And then it's like the ad hominem arguments discrediting the source of where it came from. Then in order to discredit the source, hence me, you would have to literally say that everything else that was put in place of that court thing, like, this is like somebody saying, hey, somebody could literally run this shit pro se, and what that pro se is like, shit, somebody can see in a situation is like, they know what they know. They just need to know the logical terms about these. And it's like somebody is seeing that at the same time. It's just like, if this gets to the right eyes or the right hands, Sam I am. This is like somebody trying to say like, oh, they're Dr. Seuss in this situation. And it's like, well, even with Dr. Seuss was very efficient for any like kindergartner to even fucking effectively and efficiently learn. Like, the hell? Like, somebody really, like, someone is like so fucking disrespectful. But it's like, I love it at the same time, because with this, it's like, it's more putting energy, or it's putting a fire into somebody. But it's putting a fire to, it's like, oh, so you really think like that. Also, you really feel like that, right? It's something going on. Something will go down at 1300 today, 1 p.m. Between 1 p.m., 1806, 7, 8 p.m., between 1 and 8 p.m. So there's going to be a meeting, or somebody's going to be meeting at someone's house, at a lodge or something like that, at a park or church. I don't know. But whatever this is, someone wants to have a conversation with somebody to rectify something, because a judgment in a case reveals messages that has the power to destroy. Like, this is the power to destroy somebody's like career, their livelihood. And it's like, this does not follow, but it does follow. If you can formulate what it is with logic, scientific analytics, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would literally have to prove a person is incompetent. Like, so are you sure that you know that this, and this? And then it's like, these are also people now realizing, well, didn't you date this type of person? And did. Okay. And this is like somebody will want to cut off something that you can formulate and finish. Well, okay, and then they over talking. Your Honor, they're over talking this. This is like someone not realizing that you have a right. Even when you're on the stand and you're getting cross examined, you can actually ask, tell the judge, am I able to elaborate? And then all you need somebody look at the elaboration rules, or whenever you have to ask for the judge for consent to elaborate about what it is that you're saying. 10 times out of 10, some lawyers don't really, put it out there for certain people, for their clients to be able to elaborate on certain things, whether it's in part of cross defense, prosecution, and things like that, to do that. But somebody, in this situation, it literally will be proven about somebody trying to keep the truth and justice from being seen in the situation, because they're trying to protect the people that they were sitting there getting the crimes done with. Somebody's literally doing that because somebody's in there. They're a dimwit. They shouldn't, and it's like they shouldn't know this shit, but they do. Steals one's fortune. Something about a falsified marriage, or something about spiritual marriage, something like that. October 14th. Last October 14th is very prevalent. A minister. Somebody could have been born in 1960, 1970. Last February and March is very important, in July. Because that made me think about the consequence, where I know for a fact I got Orange County Sheriff Department in a chokehold. Sawgrass Park, that open park over there in that community. Yeah. Y'all remember y'all was over there in the area and y'all recorded from a distance from that car? Yeah, I still remember that. And it was cameras there, and the full moon, and yeah, I'm a man. And then y'all expect for me to still trust the same person to come back in, because, yeah, to me, for a person that didn't like cops, it was always too many fucking cops. I didn't like that. But these are crimes being revealed, but it's like, were you just paid for these crimes? Which one is it? This is even them pulling people to put them on the stand for certain situations and be like, whoa. Like, these are even people that already knew about the UCS situation. University of Central Florida Medical Center, Lake Nona. And they were all collaborating, because it's like, look, because had I still stayed pregnant with that, and the case had went on at that time, everybody would have went down, because it's like, damn, that person was connected to this person, and it's like they've been trying to vacation, they've been trying to figure out how they was going to get this money, they was trying to figure out all this other stuff, and then I guess something came up, because the boys went into the, well, they didn't go to the system, went to Sheila around October. It was around that time where they were sitting there, trying to make these cases like, oh, she's not prepared, you're abandoning your kid. So like I said, with all this stuff, like right now, someone knows that at this point, are you sure you're remembering everything? Because, at this point, your medical records from the Veterans Affairs stage that you had THC, and with the courts, with THC being in your, system, and we brought in our doctors that basically, let us know about what THC has its effects on the brain, and how it can make the person think, and how it is that they can forget particular things and things like that. So I just want to make sure, okay, and these are motherfuckers literally trying to create a motherfucking lab work based off the THC, based off of other fucking information on there. But mind you, the VA do not acknowledge THC, and it's not FDA approved. So why would you even get a fucking medical person to sit there and try to elaborate on the effects of the brain with THC? You see, these are fucking people that is just not fucking thinking, because they would not have any grounds or rights on it. And it's like, well, if she used this medication, then maybe she would have been thinking in this way. And and it's like, what argument are you looking to go ahead to sustain what it is that you did? It still do not justify what it is that you are harassing, stalking these people. And these people are literally connected to you, that we can connect to your law firm, which we can connect to your correction officers, to your warrant officers, and to certain police officers. And if we go ahead and go back and go to the back pages, I'm pretty sure if you go ahead and offer a stripper or a prostitute or OnlyFans person about certain things that they were doing, I'm 100% sure they'll give up information. Those hoes do tell. So I'm 1,000% sure if it was like some lawyers or other people that wanted to speak up about this shit, they probably try to attempt on them, or I'm telling you, they probably attempted on some people that was in position, try to punk them or do some kind of crazy shit. And I guarantee somebody ready to go. Like, this is one of those where you get ready to go to motherfucking war about some shit. I swear to God. It's like, hey, can you forgive me? Because I didn't, like, this shit got real sticky real fast. I told you, something hit some people, hit back real fucking fast. And it's like, I didn't expect for them to do that. For somebody to be prepared, for somebody to want to give you apologies. Somebody could, if it was already presented for somebody to do a court case on the behalf of you, whether you there or not, something fit to be fucking handled. Because I'm telling you, somebody literally over the weekend or within the last 8 days, 8 to 16 days, somebody did some shit to some people, political. That shit popped out of my hand. Political ambition, some judges or some more. Somebody did some fuck shit. Shit, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Don't be stupid and don't be dumb. If you ain't fucking well versed or don't know penal code statutes, laws and shit like that, and you fucking with lawyers and other things like that, shit, even a police officer should know fucking better than to fuck with a lawyer like that. But shit, trying to threaten a motherfucker and try to punk them and shit, that ain't a good look. And somebody literally did just try to do something to somebody. I don't know if they try to assault them, they try to do something, but somebody for the brain. Damn, somebody for the brain a hammer. They coming in. I feel like somebody is mad than a motherfucker. And whatever fucking names are about to be dropped, when somebody get ready to go in, because I'm getting. What time is it right now? It's 1 a.m. 1 a.m. to now to tomorrow. That's 24. So the next 36 hours, I feel like somebody fit to be getting to work. I feel like somebody fit to be doing some shit where they ain't gonna get a lot of sleep. I feel like the next 26, 33 hours, somebody over the next 26 to 33 motherfucking hours, they fit to medical providers, people of crown places, motherfuckers in political positions. Somebody fit the hey. Something got personal. And it ain't got shit to do with me, but it's like somebody went after somebody they ain't had no fucking business doing. And there's certain things that you just don't do to certain people. It's just certain shit that you just don't fucking do. Because I'm getting somebody say, whoa, I'm an American. What the fuck? And you here for what? Somebody fucked up. What the fuck just happened within the energy? It's like for me to sit here to talk about, the law and somebody said something. Somebody fucked up someone. And somebody in a big ass fucking position. So I was like, I need a hug. Oh shit, what did I do? What did I do? Healing is on here for somebody, regardless of what this is, you're gonna be able to heal. Somebody you're gonna be able to heal. I know I'm gonna be able to heal. It's just patience, baby. It's just a little bit annoying right now, but patience, discernment. Somebody was blindsided. It's one I once was blind. Now I can see. Somebody can see now, like why certain shit that you get into. So now it's like opposing teams, or where people can have what you call it, opposing opinions on certain situations, cases, people. But this is like a case or something, or information or something that's being handled. And it did where everybody was once like, okay, whatever, but now something just went the fuck down where it's like, nah, it ain't. Somebody had the game fucked up. I already knew something for the plan out. Something just really just happened over the last 72 hours or about to occur in the next 72 hours. And I don't feel like some of these people is fucking prepared at all. At all. Somebody's gonna be fucking embarrassed in a motherfucker because it's like somebody sitting there like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And it's like somebody like, shh, keep this quiet, keep it up. Like, one female trying to hide, and the other motherfucker that's trying to keep some shit on the low. And if you had some type of shit going on with certain places, it ain't looking too good. That's even for the people that they got staying next to me. I don't know who they got in this little apartment over here next to me. It just, whatever it is that's going on, it's like, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Day in the neighborhood. Something is not fit to be good. Because this is literally, after I got off this live, it was literally a conversation going on. I was like, what kind of shit is this? Somehow still trying to play in that damn voodoo, whatever somebody did on the 25th, if they hit their ass. The next 29 hours, or the next 12 to 29 hours, something to hit somebody. Or somebody to get hit with some betrayal, sadness, or something like that. Somebody could have a real bad nightmare. Somebody been trying to go to sleep around the time I'll be going to sleep. Also, 12 p.m., 1500, 1700. So 12 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. is pregnant. And in a cycle, something about the truth, 10 of Pentacles. Somebody may personally have to bring something to somebody, or somebody is literally trying to do something anonymous with me, because it's like, shit, as long as this can keep me out of this. Somebody really fit to do something just to keep themselves the fuck up out of that situation, because it's one of those, I have a car, it was like one of those, well, shit, I hate the fact that I was even in any part of this, because it's like, when a person can literally, when you know a person can literally be reasonable with you, and it's something with, you know, regardless of what it is, when you know a person could be reasonable with you and you trying to take advantage, you're trying to be like vindictive and shit like that, that's when shit can really start biting you in the ass. And for somebody, look, somebody like, how the fuck do you know? It's just like, shit, you supposed to have did this shit a long time ago, but it took for somebody to do them wrong for them to realize, like, shit, I was in the wrong too. But however, you know, even with the but, it's a little bit excuse, but it's not no excuse, because they willing to sit here and figure out, okay, well, this is what I'm able to do. This is what I'm going to do. Like, shit, you know, for me, it's just like, shit, I know what the, you know, some of those payments could be looking like when it comes to personal injury, especially when it comes to this type of case. Well, let's negotiate. Or if it ain't, you know, ain't no negotiate, what you bring to the table. And from there, you know what I'm saying, when the reasonable people gonna be willing, like, okay, well, we can keep this, you know, hush, we can keep this on the down low between you and I. You stay out of sight, you stay out of mind. It's giving that movie. Look, we can negotiate. You stay out of sight, stay the fuck out of mind. We ain't gotta worry about you and your existence or what you played in part with this motherfucking crew. So if anybody mention you, you know what I'm saying, you deny that motherfucking ass. I don't know who that person is, but I know who these folks is. Because for somebody, it's like somebody could be trying to read into a situation where it's like, shit, I break their ass this shit right the fuck now. If it's going to keep my ass out of this shit, and it's like somebody, if you going to go take something to somebody, take that shit right the fuck now. Because it's really giving something that's fit to be one of those, how you call it, not like a surprise attack. Let's just say, you know what I'm saying, some people was doing some fuck shit, right? It's just going to be... And I can just see some people like, what the fuck? What the fuck going on? Somebody, if you got the idea and the inkling, the thing to go either tell somebody something, give something to somebody, or take something to somebody, you might want to do that over this weekend. Because Monday or Tuesday, what's the first week of July? Monday or Tuesday, it's one of the two. But whatever the fuck day that is, you want to stay outside of the motherfucking mind in such a situation, you might want to hurry the fuck up and speak something, because it's like for somebody, because I know with me, with the covering, if we could be in agreement or whatever the case may be, shit, that shit will save your ass a whole bunch of headache. Because it's given where, like, you know, what's the name of that movie with Morgan Freeman? And they did that bank robbery, and it was a little girl. She was like, I know you can't breathe in the mask or whatever. And they tried to take the girl in. She had a good memory, but she didn't want to turn him in because he basically, you know, helped her and saved her and her mama. And she went in and was like, can you identify any of the men? And she knew exactly who it was, but it's like, I don't see him. And that man just sat there, he was like, okay, I'll be damn shit. Sometimes that shit, it could be honest motherfuckers that still help certain people and certain shit that you ain't got no business fucking being involved in. But then when you get yourself in too deep, you can get yourself right the fuck back out of it. It requires you to just to do the right thing and talk to that person. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain shit like. But it was just like these people right here, they just wanted to be, I'm trying to do this, I'm just, okay, it's your funeral and that's your lockup date. That ain't got nothing to do with me because I know either they're going to get locked up or they going to hit the grave. Because this shit was too harsh. But justice going to be served regardless of how it goes. But it's like somebody, need to know if you speak the fuck up. Because I'm pretty sure whatever this is literally, it's giving me somebody bringing like a, that folder going to be thick than a motherfucker. I'm seeing somebody some shit this fucking thick with but it's people's pictures. It ain't even about the fucking crime. Because I feel like the motherfucking crimes is going to be thick as a motherfucking dictionary. Hey, okay, these are the people in the lineup. Do you remember running into any of these people? Did you remember seeing any of these people? And then it's a per person, whatever crimes it is, it's like shit just like this. Based off of this much of the people they bringing in is a much of these are the crimes that they got per person on that shit. And it's going to literally be like, hey, do you recognize this person? And all it's going to be taken is, yep, okay, so we got this person that we finna do this. Okay, you recognize them? Okay. It's literally it's boring down to the shit of yes or no. Do you recognize them? That's what this shit really is giving. And instead of somebody like just, hey, it's going to get real sticky where somebody in a situation where it's something to come in, where for some of them, which I'm buying time for whoever, these feds is doing or whatever type of sweep they about to do next. I'm not going to give you the date. I'm not going to give you the time. Because shit, even with the time, it's even them having to maneuver certain shit. I'm hearing surprise, surprise. Because for whatever this is, it's probably not even off the chord of this, but it's like somebody going to really fucking now know like, oh, they really was watching us. They really was seeing that we went into this place. They really was. And it's like where somebody would have got the common courtesy. I feel like that common courtesy because somebody feels like, I don't know if this is on a higher level or whatever the capable fucking level this is. Somebody is like, shit, it's only so many fucking common courtesies that you can give a motherfucker to let their ass know to do something right. But then it's like, y'all want to keep trying to avoid the truth and justice. It's something about truth and justice. It's something about truth and justice. It's literally something about truth and justice. And whatever this is, somebody like, look, here, Charlotte, let me give you this right quick. I don't know you, you don't know me, I ain't see you, you don't see me. Toodles. Where did you get this money from? Either you gonna put it in this fucking bank or you're not. Move the fuck around. The fuck? Somebody, you might end up just getting something where somebody was able to do, even though it's illegal and shit like that. But shit, it's for you, goddammit. But just be mindful, though. Discernment. Because it's like some of these motherfuckers ain't going to be able to say themselves. They still wanted to be on the... They still want to take the mean ride. But they ain't going to get a mean ride by trying to do something because they still trying to tend to sword the situation. What's this 10 of swords? Because Archangel Gabriel out here say, shit, it's something you need to say, little baby. And it's something that I'm missing that I'm not saying, and he getting a little upset. And I don't like Archangel Gabriel getting upset, because when he get upset, y'all got problems. Somebody for to have something going on at the marital home. A Virgo, 5 plus 2 plus 2, 9. We got Pisces, we got an Aries. We got a Cancer, Leo. Somebody's birthday that's in, let me put it this way, February. April, May, July, and September. The 2nd, the 5th, the 21st or the 22nd, the 7th, and the 9th. If those birthdays stand out for somebody, shit, I'm also getting somebody's house could be 5221. Somebody could be in building 252 or 225. Someone could be in house or a building 2125 or 2122. Or that could be the street or home of somebody. Also, I'm hearing 252 on a car plate or 521. XR. Sapphire? Something about sapphire? The golden cup. The golden cup for somebody. Or somebody could have won the golden cup. So somebody could have been like boxing. But also this is a ceremony of the golden cup too. Something about a white or a brown home. Wooden panel. Someone could have like a, what is it called? Not Vatican. Victorian style home or Spanish style home. Someone got like a mansion or something like that. Like somebody's home could be like in the shape of an L, like the one part of the house or something like that. Here, a mega home, luxury home, real estate people. Somebody's birthday or something that was done May 21st, April 21st, April 2nd, February 2nd, 4th, 24th, 25th. Someone's also correlating dates about something that happened. Somebody could be documenting someone's emotional state. But it's like the worst mistake that you could make if you're not actually in full close proximity or you have not met the person or actually worked with them. That person can deny that they ever worked with you. Like I said, I ain't been working with no psychiatrist since I had left, dealing with Dr. Porter Carrero and Dr. Castro. Lisandra Torres and Dr. Miranda wasn't really doing shit for me. Lysandra Torres, all she was a social worker talking about, well, let me just hear what you have to say. Well, with the diagnosis, with the girl, your English wasn't that great to even process what the fuck I was saying in the first place. Because that excuse of always, well, my English is not that great, so I can trust the fact that whatever documentation that you were putting, it wasn't going to articulate what I was fucking saying. You see, language barrier. So somebody wanted to carry on with that type of situation is what I'm seeing. Because this is like somebody wanted to have an idea or a concept about what they were going to do with some. How are you going to make plans with somebody else's money about what it was that you were going to do? Somebody was very like hopeful about this, especially last July 17th. July 17th or August 17th. About whatever this contract was. Also, Verizon purchase or an authorized Verizon group of people, especially if they came from out of a country and they were here on a visa, or you can show and prove that they did something, and it's being shown. Somebody's being upset. Cancer season. So we're now officially about to step into Cancer season. We are now in it. So this is somebody that wanted to carry on this situation all the way up until September 1st. But whatever court case that somebody's going to be doing, it's like whatever they're doing right now in the month of July or whatever they did, for somebody, if they don't come up with your motherfucking money, just know for damn sure a solid September 1st, you'll have everything that's due to you, and it's going to be way worse than whatever the fuck it is, because I'm seeing somebody, you're winning 2 court cases. So whatever it is that you're doing right now, it's just like, you got to plant the seed sometimes, and then you got to let it grow. And in this situation, this is giving you a chance to grow mentally, emotionally, psychologically, come up with plans about whatever it is, movement, choices, decisions that you're going to make. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever count your eggs, before they even hatch, but it's just have a plan about where it is, where you're going, what's your next movements. You know what I'm saying? Just strategize in the meantime while you taking your time to figure it out. Budget, plan, study. Somebody, be in your world studying. Because I'll be like, somebody, you going to be doing something. Somebody, you would probably even be like, these are people who want you in isolation, but you self-isolate anyway. I do. I don't really want to be fucking bothered. No fucking way. I hate being fucking bothered. But shit, if it's about money, why not? These are also people hoping that you would have been tempted by something. These are people that need fucking attention from other people. So like whatever it is that they've been doing and you're not like seeking for it and not desperate for it, it's by the temptation and the obstacle and challenge to stop you from your spiritual aspect, stop you from growing. For somebody, this is also people wanting to stop you from being in relationships, but they wanted to control the relationship of who you were going to be dealing with, which these people were meant to come in as distractions to keep you from being focused on what was actually meant to be coming for you. Because for somebody, something coming in quick than a motherfucker. So if they ain't trying to do it now, September, baby. Because whatever's happening in October, child, let's just say it's raining, man. Hallelujah. Child, somebody, you know what I'm saying? People getting exposed. These are going to be people that's going to be forced to come out the closet. Okay? Something that you could have exposed on some of these people. Somebody, you're going to find out somebody ended up getting married to the same sex, whether people knew it or not. They got married to this person either March 1st or March 13th. And they trying to keep it quiet. But they were supposed to be the same person coming in and trying to tempt you or whatever, or try to, like somebody was trying to intimidate somebody or try to guilt trip you to make you feel some type of way. I know for me, I ain't no motherfucking man for to make me feel no type of way. Please just carry the fuck on. You like what you like. It is what it is. For somebody, this month, you probably took the opportunity to say, let me move the fuck on. Like this is a person that like playing that shit because the ring shows clearly somebody being married and somebody getting rank or promoted into the pillars. Okay, that means Masons, secret occults, groups, gangs, whatever, they got promoted or whatever the case may be. But it's like that song is raining. That everybody know that's the LGBT one of their motherfucking anthems. You heard me. Somebody could be mad at a motherfucker that they exposed for this. So my birthday could be, in June, July. On the 14th, so my birthday could be in August. Someone could be born in 88, 73, 71, 76, 78, 74. Somebody could be born in 63, 61, 67, 68, 64, 88, 87, 86, 83, 81. And they just upset that you somebody could be married to a transsexual, and it's like, what nobody supposed to know? If that person ain't out of them yet, they about to. Between July 14th and August 12th, they're gonna expose. Somebody could be in a police official, or in the judicial system. It's definitely a man. And this man wanted this shit to just stay hidden for a long ass time, baby. Don't ask, don't tell policy wouldn't even cover this shit. Because I'm getting somebody looking at something like, what? Also, somebody, if you have somebody born on the 18, August 18, 13 or something like that. You're going to find out that even this person was messing with kids, but boys. They just have a thing for them. 6 of them at that. But they was also gaining material thing off of it. And it's also, they don't mess with just particular kids, with all kind of kids. This is like, if they in the Mason group and shit like that, they like to mess with these kids that got, come from parents that are either like very spiritual, religious, because if it's religious, this is like, if they're religious, of course, those kids are more prone to just staying quiet because it's like, I don't want my parents to know type shit. Or it's like, if, my folks knew about this, they'll disown me. Or they can know that the parent is very, spiritual, into the tarot and stuff like that. And it's like, when you can get into that and these people are into the dark arts, they know the capability. If the parent, mother or father carry that, they know the kids also carry the energy. So if they harvesting off of them, whether it's organ wise, bleeding wise, popping a cherry, butthole or vagina, it don't matter. These people know they can like use off of them, abuse them, and do certain things to them. Like, I give you this, I give you that. This shit runs very deep. If they don't discover that type of situation by now, even though somebody gonna be outed between July 14th and August 13th, the case for whoever this person is going to take place October 6th. It's going to happen regardless. But somebody could have already been speaking up about this. Especially this person could be born in 63, 56, 65, 66. Yeah. 1966, 1963, 1965, 1956, 53. Definitely 1956. 54 and 64. 1958 or 68. Also, somebody could be the age of 56, 54, 53, 58 years old. Somebody could be, 36. Somebody could be 35. Somebody could be 36, 34 years old, 38, 31 years old, 33 years old currently. It's coming out regardless. Somebody just trying to figure out, like, how the hell. A lot of this shit will be balanced out by November. I'll be gone to November. Somebody could be Haitian. January, February, March, April, May. And tell them, oh, I can't stay. Somebody trying to hide out or run away from this shit. Somebody could be born in 76 or 67, 77. Somebody trying to drop a body near a dock or somewhere. A creek or a river. Or this was a secret that somebody tried to, like, keep concealed. Something about why they found Earl and them by the river. I'm telling you, cold cases. This could also be a cold case. Something about somebody could lose something on November 3rd. Something could also be happening because it's like somebody could try a heart attack. It could be to a child. It happened in a spring, fall, or winter. Somebody, if it's a female, they're going to want revenge because I don't know if they lost something at 3 months or they end up conceiving or giving something and it's just like, you ripped my heart out of my stomach or something like that. Something about a C-section or something like that. I don't know. Somebody going to be upset about something. Because it's like somebody, like clearly being told not to do something, but it's like they keep doing it. They could like the color blue. They could like to deal with knives or something. Somebody gonna be caught with something. They fit to lock their ass up. You know how like they, I don't know what's the name of them prisons where they lock certain people up, but it's like it's another part of the jail where they gotta lock them up at, especially the ones that ain't wrapped too motherfucking tight. This person literally gonna have to be locked up to a point where it's just like they gonna have to put something on their head because it's just like I can't believe like, and it's like they go into prison, but it's just like however this person's reaction is fit to be to something that they did like last year or like six. Somebody did some crazy ass shit and it's a fucking female and it's catching up to them in the worst way. Last July 19th, September 4th, 2019 could be catching up to somebody. 2011, 2013. Somebody could be on that dope or something like that, trying to cover up something. August 7th, August 7th, 19. Something about Jubilee. It's something that somebody did to somebody. You know how like, well, if you're not versed in it, like you could cause a person to have, whether it's done energetically, but this is like somebody could have did it intentionally and they had connects to people on the inside, like at hospitals and stuff like that, and made sure that they did something because they either threatened somebody just in order for them to take on what it is that was meant for somebody else. And it's like either that kid passed on or this person unalived this kid. And then like whoever the person they was with or whatever the case may be. This is also, if this is not just a full woman, it can be a trans or something like that. And somebody brings like their kid home to the person and was like, I want you to meet somebody and they're gonna unalive this kid. Like somebody, y'all need to be fucking mindful. That's why it's like when you let a person go, let them go. Don't look back and you know nothing, especially if it ended bad like that and you know the person got tendencies. Y'all might want to be careful. 2025 is not the year to be sitting there and be super trusting with people. If they talk about you, they steal from you, they lie on you, they'll set you up and stuff like that. They'll be willing to harm your motherfucking kids. If they do not like you as the mother or the father, and these other people, and you know they got a problem with you, that's why you don't eat at motherfucking tables where you know these people cannot stand your own family that you created. You ain't got no business sitting with them. Because while you sitting there sitting with them, they could be plotting while your ass sitting at that table and finding where your family at and taking them out. You got to be mindful about this shit. Somebody 53 could be celebrating that this happened to somebody too. And they knew that this happened. 2002 could be catching up with somebody. 2005, 2003, 2011. 2006. Somebody could also be 60, 63. Somebody could be 53 to 58 years old. 63 to 71 or 75 years old. It's like somebody's past is coming to hunt them. Something that somebody did, said is coming back. Somebody could have been born in 99, 91, 96, 1990, 98. This is like people feeling like somebody, like if you know what I'm saying, don't ever give nobody the benefit of the doubt. Like if you like to be at home, like you just at peace. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? These will be people like, see, they in the house, they isolating, they doing this and they doing that. And it's like, no, you're just minding your own fucking business at peace. I'd rather be at peace in my own shit, even though it ain't peaceful, but then be outside to be bothered with other fucking people. But then it's like, it'll be nice to just explore fucking peace without everybody. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Like, the fuck out of my face. Like, but this is like literally for somebody, you do got people who really want to be in your skin, be in your body. Shit, if they could be in your asshole, they'll be in your asshole. Like, all of that. Somebody just stay focused on, you know, what it is that you're about to be doing. Because something is going to Something is going to be happening in increments, but in a positive way. Very, 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 very positive way. For somebody to just look at your obstacles and challenges in a different light. Everything is not done in vain. You know what I'm saying? Emotional loss is not an emotional loss. Certain shit ain't ever done in vain. Regardless of how bad it is, it ain't ever done in vain. For somebody, it's something that's something crazy. Even though it was bad and it's gonna be sad for somebody, I feel like something beautiful still comes out of a situation. Okay? Somebody needs to be fully aware of that. Yeah. And you got a right to be withdrawal emotionally. Like, don't ever have people force you to talk about you gotta do this. Give your motherfucking heart a break. Shit, the last thing you want to do is give your motherfucking self a fucking heart attack from heartache. And ain't just to try to fucking die from fucking, well, you can die from a broken heart, but just shit. Like, if you can get shit off your chest, baby, get it off your chest. Speak on your mind. Speak your truth. Whatever it is that you gotta handle and work through that. Somebody work through that. Speak to somebody. Talk to somebody. You ain't got a trusted source. Write it out. When in doubt, write it out. Or, go to the person regardless of whatever you feel is going to be the outcome for it. Because for somebody, it's something that somebody could do and it literally would create balance versus sitting here stuck in feeling like you got to suffer in silence. Don't ever do that shit to yourself. That creates ulcers. That, pancreatitis. Shit, IBS. Shit, you get fucking diagnoses that you didn't even feel like, but I don't eat crazy. Motherfucker, that stress and that motherfucker suffering, motherfucker silence and not dealing with the shit, it'll fuck you up every time. It really will. We will rock you. Welcome to the real world. Somebody for to be caught red-handed. Red rum. Somebody gonna be caught red-handed picking up something that they ain't got no business picking up. And it ain't gonna, ain't nobody gonna be able to talk their way out of this one. Something that somebody did 5 weeks ago or 6 years ago is coming back up. Something about milk or farm. A sledgehammer. Military. Ooh, not a military sting. They fit to catch somebody in a military sting. And somebody fit to get caught up in somebody's neighborhood or community. So be mindful, be prepared for like some noise fit to go on in somebody's neighborhood. They also fit to catch somebody in the midst or in the act of trying to unalive somebody. The challenge is, somebody gonna end up trying to take out some people. Oh shit. Y'all might want to be careful out here if y'all involved in some shit, because somebody coming back. Because somebody mad at a motherfucker about something that somebody didn't mention something to them. And whoever was the original person paid to do it on, they ain't doing it on that person. They coming back for all the people who got them involved in the shit. Somebody, you about to have some big things. It says here something about in the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks or the next 7 months. Somebody gonna get some communication in the next 9 days about something. Some of y'all might want to be careful out here, especially if you're part of the music industry. You in politics, you work in the medical field or music or part of veterans or military. You might want to be careful. There's about 3 females that's about to go down. Like, they're going to be taken out. They're not going to be here no more. One person may possibly be in, like, critical condition. Somebody might end up in the hospital with critical condition. It might be happening the next 8 days to 6 weeks. Or this could have happened 8 days ago or the next 6 weeks. Or months. 6 months ago. 6 months ago. 8 weeks ago. 8 days ago. Days in. The days in. Somebody need to make sure you go check out the days in or something. Something going on at the days in. Or that was one of the plans that didn't go or flow or something like that. So they sending in the same people from there to go to another person's community to do something. Somebody's going to ask for immunity in this situation. Somebody could be shocked because they thought that they were moving around with the underground people, a nurse or a registered nurse, someone that worked for a morgue, judicial system, morgue, bedside manner. So someone could be a doctor or a nurse. Also, someone could work in a front office clerk or admin, white collar crimes. Something for to have a breakthrough about something coming out too. Because some people have to be called off of something because they got to go answer to something else. Something so they just come out of a situation. Also, somebody be mindful if you're shit. It's a fire sign woman working with an air sign man. A fire sign man, you might want to be careful because these two people are trying to be mindful. Some of y'all got to be real careful. I don't know if they tried to do this 4 weeks ago or within the next 4 weeks they're planning to get this on the go. It's a storm coming in for some shit, but somebody got to get out of ego or something like that. Somebody just paid somebody too. Somebody going to be paid to be like a friend or to meet up with somebody. Somebody listen. It's certain lifestyles that you got to understand how this shit go down. And if you ain't versed in it and you used to do this shit, just know somebody's doing this shit to you. If not, they trying to set somebody up with some young kids to get caught up. I'm telling you. If they ain't already did that shit, that's the hope. Somebody could fuck up somebody's money, their operations and everything. Teachers, real estate agent, somebody that work with boats or some shit like that. Somebody that could work for like a water plant. Somebody could work for like pest control or some shit like that. Loan services. Somebody could work in like a community apartment or homes or something, real estate or something like that. Somebody could be part of the church, play the keyboards at the church or some shit like that. Somebody trying to come up with an idea too. Some kind of communication, because it's like, I know if anybody trying to call me, they keep trying to turn off my fucking phone. So it's like, I'm going to let that motherfucker stay off. Because I don't be talking to nobody no fucking way. Somebody is not seeing something all the way because somebody's just taking the fucking money just to... Somebody reaching for something. You're tied to the music industry or a court of law. It's money. It's a lot of money. Somebody can make money off of you. Somebody, I'm hearing, if you just recently ate some bananas, a coconut, or an orange, somebody could make some money off of you. I'm getting somebody, depending on the situation, somebody knows too much. Wisdom, the owl, somebody knows too much. So they're gonna try to take somebody else. But they're also not expecting for somebody to go do something. So somebody needs to know, like, if it's something that's said or something being done, this is like someone not getting the concept of something of how to save their fucking self or something to happen. But whatever the fuck this is, and then this person still got ill intention, bad intention, or whatever, you're counting yourself to go to a fucking grave. But if you sit there and you get the concept of what's being said or just or something, you can save yourself. But these military people, this is to be bad. Somebody, you could actually really be dealing with some motherfucking reptilians. Motherfuckers. That's a goddamn reptar. Look at reptar. Yeah. Somebody feeling like they was about to block something. Somebody was hoping that somebody wasn't going to see something. Don't tell me that somebody was going to pay somebody to do something to a drone. They may have figured it out. Okay. Well, figure yourself out how to get out of that situation. But whoever this is, they're trying to create this blockage or whatever. But it's like somebody doing something is about to fuck up a whole group. But it's like, not somebody attaches something to one of the drones, and it's like somebody must know how to, make simple little mechanics that you can add on to the drone. And then whatever drone is there, it's like, say if it's a drone hovering, right? But the drone that somebody else has doesn't, someone knows, like, spotted it a while ago and seen that it didn't have certain spectacles on it or certain distance of how it can see. Somebody was like, well, shit, I didn't know if it was part of our crew or if it was part of this one, but somebody got smart as fuck. Hey, send that bitch back and see if we can attach this shit and you can get something to drop on that shit and blow it up. This is crazy, that motherfucker, but that's how this shit would play out. But it's tied to military fucking people. But whoever already did it or attempted to do it or about to do it, I wouldn't recommend that shit. But if you do it, so be it. That shit fit to be crucial. Because it actually, I'm going to leave it at that. That ain't none of my concern. I'll let the big boys handle that. Because something already was recorded in the situation, and especially with, if this is something to do with weapons, if this is something to do with a veterinarian, if this is something to do with people from the Caribbean, Veterans Affairs, military, they caught it. If these were basic civilians that were paid to participate in a mental or emotional situation or to create obstacles and challenges or try to block a person or try to stalk somebody, they already got that information because it's about to be judged. These labs and doctor people, what's up with them? They're on watch right now. So I feel like some information that they could get on some other people, that one is there. This one over here, what's this? All eyes on them, especially if they're medical. Housing authorities, communities. You live in, like apartment communities and shit like that. They're watching them. They're watching some lab places, lab clinics, lab places, or shit, even inside facilities, hospital labs. They're watching them. They're watching, I don't know why they watching the baby floor, the baby unit, PICU or NICU or OBGYN, labor delivery, some nurses, up to 9 nurses. Oh shit, there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers getting looked into. I've also see a JAG. I see a doctor. Something about amusement park. EMTs. They're being watched. Something doing with some kids. So pediatricians, children's. So I'm getting looked in the next 4 days. Oh shit. Something to go the fuck down. Let me tap out because there's some shit that's about to go down. And I feel like somebody is in my energy. And I don't like y'all being in my energy like this. Because if it's something that y'all supposed to be, pulling up and y'all SWAT, if y'all, whatever the case may be. Because it's one of those, like, who are we getting in this situation? They're definitely about to take down some practitioners, though. You do hoodoo voodoo, you work the underground, you came from out of a the countryside, country, village, or somebody from a different country, Caribbean country, from somebody's country or some shit like that. Hey, somebody gonna go right back to where the fuck they from, and it's gonna be flooded in a motherfucker. Somebody gonna be trying to flee to get there, and they gonna get stuck at like the airport. Or they're going to get arrested at the airport because something's going to come in and I'm getting somebody making a phone call. Go fly to Cuba. That's my only option. Because you remember Kendra, somebody could be trying to leave from Los Angeles to go fly to a different country or their own country or some shit like that. Somebody could also be trying to root themselves through their children or something like that. Or somebody try to conceal the fact about these children to somebody. Or trying to keep something quiet. Somebody definitely trying to keep something quiet because it's like, shit, if somebody knew about this shit. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. Whatever it is, it's something else that's about to fucking take off on some people. And that is my cue to come out of it because somebody want to be famous. Well, why is your brain on 24/7? It's the question. Because I'm tapping out of this under energy real quick. I ask some bullshit ass questions because it's bullshit, but I'll answer it. I don't care why you let somebody put a motherfucking spell on you. I put a spell on you. And now you're mine. I don't mean to laugh at your motherfucking pain, but goddamn. You must have trusted somebody too fucking much. Okay, hood therapy is in session. What is causing your brain to think so much? Hood therapy is in session while I tap out of what the big dog's trying to handle. Right. Who is this couple? It's called You Don't Let Everybody Touch Your Damn Head. Learn to do better. That's why you can't sit in everybody's motherfucking chair. You can't let everybody touch your goddamn head. But at the same time, you get what you give. So it ain't no spell. You ain't under no goddamn spell, baby. It's called go ahead and go to the hospital and go get you some damn help. And you getting karma back for some shit that you did. I ain't for the hold you. I don't care those shit for nobody. So trying to go back and forth with me is the worst thing that you could do. You might want to go pay somebody for a goddamn reversal though. Because you did some fuck shit to somebody. It's something about you being at Universal Studios or something at Universal. You pay somebody to do something. You got to pay somebody else to do something. A wound can't even help you in this situation. Something you did 9 weeks ago. Also, something about a mother. You're aware you didn't speak up. You told a lie on somebody. And you're getting caught red-handed. So it ain't about your head being on fire 24/7. You did some fuck shit. You did it with somebody. You didn't know that person that you was doing something on. You're a part of this situation, and now you feeling discredited with this teacher, and something running dry because somebody decided that they wanted to say goodbye. You know, you feel like you losing out on your resources. That's the only reason why your head is on motherfucking fire. And that's the only reason why you trying to figure out what reason why you can nut the fuck up and why you can come towards somebody else to figure out why somebody wanted to do this. And it's like, why me? Don't go turn into a fucking victim. Don't sit there and do that. You are a hairdresser yourself, but you participated in this shit. You also participated in this hitman. You knew about certain things. You just don't like to get called out. Over here, I do not candy coat it. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. You wanted some real fucking advice. That's the advice of what it is that I'm going to tell you about how the fuck it is. So make sure you pay attention to key details about what it is. Also, you have somebody who's paying attention to you because of what the fuck you had them to try to participate in. So once they catch up with you, I don't want to tell you, but shit, this is gonna be severe injury. I don't know if you're gonna make it through it or not, but Ogun can't protect you. It's somebody, you got somebody severely mad at you. You got people from the music industry and whatever movement that you participated in or got people to do towards another person or got a community to get involved in, and you cloaked your energy, and you also knew about a lie about something that happened with a child. That shit is drawing up. You just don't know how these fucking people coming towards you. You're welcome. Don't ask me about other advice. There you go. You're going to call yourself an empress. You try to take on somebody else's spiritual unity with an emperor. Now you're facing judgment. That's all it is. Also, you went into a court case and you lied. And you sat there and watched. I'm hearing around March. And then last July, you did something. You participated and you knew about it. And you participated because you have friends in the medical field as well. Okay? Carry on. You didn't tell them no. You still hid results. You still made sure that you knew something about it. You also knew about the hitman. You also knew about somebody's unity. You also knew about what something was meant for somebody. You had an idea. You helped somebody and you participated. So you got to go ahead and ride that one out. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to get off of this. That wasn't a full reading. That wasn't even a reading. You wanted the advice. Just go ahead and figure out how to adjust certain things in your life. So do better. Don't get caught up in some shit. And if you're still planning to try to attack or harass somebody right along with somebody else, you might want to reconsider, because at this point you will face judgment and you will be held accountable towards something with the child. Not the person who you got the information on. You will be held, because that is like clearly, if you already participated in some type of court case, you will be held for this. Well, it is what it is. Y'all like to go out here and fuck with them? Here it is. Allow you to do better.